Harry would have absolutely no part to play in it whatsoever. The way things are structured at the moment, they would make absolutely sure that Harry was kept well away. Dan, people don't understand that there's a distinction between a title and royal rank, but she uses it. Will the king do anything? He has bigger fish to fry.
Oh, hold on tight, because Buckingham Palace, yeah, they've got a master plan. And guess what? Harry and Meghan, not even on the guest list. Lady C just dropped a royal bombshell, and honey, it is spicy. She's spilling secrets that the firm would rather bury in the Tower of London. And let's just say, this plan doesn't include any sunshine from Montecito.
That they were going to move back to this country and she was going to flaunt her frowsy self around. What? I'm the Princess Regent, and you're just gonna have to do what I say, Just remember, Sophie.
Lady Colin Campbell, she doesn't sugarcoat a thing. The woman's like aristocratic dynamite, poised, polished, and ready to blow the lid off. And when she breaks it down, oh, it's delicious. People don't seem to get the difference between having a title and actually being royalty. But Lady C, she lives and breathes this stuff. Meghan might not be rocking the Her Royal Highness anymore, but that Duchess of Sussex tag, still very much alive, baby. And Meghan, she's clinging to it like a designer handbag on Rodeo Drive.
Will King Charles finally put his foot down now that Meghan is using her title to sell merch or even get commission on shop?
But wait, it gets better. You'd think King Charles would be dialing Meghan like, hey, cut the nonsense. Nope. No royal rage texts, no emergency palace memos, nothing. Why? Because according to Lady C, King Charles has mastered the art of, wait for it, loving detachment. Sounds like therapy, right? Oh no, darling. This is Charles playing chess. And guess who's getting played? The Sussexes.
But she uses it. Will the king do anything? He has bigger fish to fry.
So what does loving detachment look like in royal land? Zero texts, no heart emojis, not even a sad face zoom from Balmoral. Silence, deafening silence. And trust, it screams louder than the tabloids. But don't mistake the quiet for kindness. Behind those ancient Buckingham walls, Charles is calculating. And the next move? It's not a jab, it's checkmate.
Draw a line, and he's not in touch with Meghan at all, and he doesn't respond to any approaches from Meghan.
While Meghan's out here slapping Duchess of Sussex on everything like it's a skincare line, and Harry's soaking up the California sun playing polo, King Charles is closing the gates. Quietly, permanently. They're not planning revenge. Oh no, this is pure survival. And Harry and Meghan, they're just collateral damage.
God forbid if it were to happen where Henry would be regent. It is my understanding that Henry and his ghost children could not reign since they do not live in the UK.
Still wondering why the palace hasn't clapped back yet? Girl, please. They're not wasting drama on a mid-season twist. They're waiting, holding that ace, saving it for the grand finale. And when it drops, Meghan and Harry won't know what hit them.
Would he be allowed to take the throne? Basically, don't the people in the line of succession need to live in the country, Lady C?
Forget their podcast duds and Netflix overshares. While the Sussexes are hustling for content, the real action, it's in the palace war room. And baby MI5 could take notes. King Charles and his tight inner circle are drafting a royal future, so hush hush, even the corgis don't know. This isn't cleanup, it's reconstruction. And guess who's missing from the blueprint?
Harry is resident in the United States. Up to now, he has been domiciled in Britain.
Confidential meetings, top secret briefings, a royal roadmap that stretches decades into the future. And guess whose names are nowhere to be found? Yup, not Harry, not Meghan, not a mention, not even an asterisk. It's like they've been erased with a velvet glove.
That Harry would have no part to play in it. Catherine would have a part to play in it, presuming that she were alive.
And don't you dare think this is petty payback for Oprah's Couch or Netflix's Drama Hour. Think bigger. This is Monarchy 101. Rule number 1, protect the crown always, no matter who cries or complains. And right now, Harry and Meghan are nothing but a risk, a royal liability. And liabilities, they get cut.
And the fact that he was not in the United Kingdom would also mean that it would be impossible for him to enjoy the position of regent.
Now here's the kicker. What if something unthinkable happened tomorrow? What if Prince William couldn't rule? Would Harry step up by birthright? Pfft. Lady C says absolutely not. Not maybe, not possibly, not ever. Loud and clear.
Even if there was the desire for him to be regent, and there's no desire for him to be regent. And if he and Meghan thought that they were going to move back to this country.
Sure, Harry's fifth in line, on paper, but in reality, the palace has built an invisible moat. He might as well be in another galaxy. And why? Because Harry didn't just walk away. He torched the palace on his way out, sued the media, spilled family tea, sold secrets for streaming deals. The palace? Not amused.
Flaunt her frowsy self around. What? I'm the Princess Regent, and you're just gonna have to do what I say. Just remember, Sophie.
The loopholes? Oh, they're already in play. One word, residency. Harry's a California prince now, Montecito's finest. That alone? Game over. He gave up his UK domicile, and with it, any shot at crawling back into royal power. Even if he flew back tomorrow sobbing for a do-over, that palace door is bolted, tight. Lady C laid it bare. No role, no part, not a whisper of a chance. That's not gossip, that's strategy. The palace isn't gambling on a guy whose memoir reads like a blockbuster revenge script. And here's the heartbreaker. This isn't some royal punishment. It's protection for the very thing Harry once vowed to serve. And now, that vow, it's dust. Because in the new royal world, he's irrelevant. Let's rewind to Mexit. Oh yes, the bombshell heard round the palace. When the Sussexes stepped back, the firm hoped for a smooth goodbye. What they got? A PR hurricane. Oprah interviews, Netflix docudramas, explosive memoirs. Boom! The one golden rule, never explain, never complain. Yeah, they set that on fire. Oh, and those weren't just a few juicy anecdotes. No, darling. Those were full-blown palace grenades. Meghan and Harry didn't just walk away quietly. They lit a match and watched it burn. The monarchy painted as heartless, calculating, even cruel. The fallout? Public trust started shaking. The Commonwealth whispering with doubt. For the first time in forever, the crown looked fragile. All because one prince couldn't zip it. And that little moment, the photo of Archie diving between Meghan's knees at Burton Head? You better believe Lady C brought that up, because up until that point, Harry and Meghan were fine with the press. 2 days later, boom, full-scale media war. They weren't just frustrated, they were locked and loaded, ready to scorch. So now, the palace isn't wasting time with tantrums. They're erasing, quietly, efficiently, and permanently. Harry and Meghan being gently nudged into the royal recycle bin. No press releases, no royal send-offs, just gone, erased with the precision of a palace eraser. No advisory gigs, no fancy ceremonies, just the coldest kind of exile, irrelevance. And while they're out west basking in LA's sun, who's picking up the royal spotlight? Oh, just William and Kate, the crown's golden couple. Picture perfect, stable, classy, and the world eating it up. Lady C made it crystal clear. Scrubbing Harry and Meghan from the line of succession isn't some emotional reaction, it's logic. Brutal, strategic logic, because if there's even a flicker of instability in the monarchy, it all crumbles. And William and Kate, they're not just ribbon cutters anymore. They're the face, the front line, the future. Look closer and you'll see the transformation. State functions, front and center, foreign tours, ramping up, that polished, modern vibe wrapped in centuries of tradition. That's not an accident. That's a message. A royal reset, and Harry and Meghan are not invited. And the palace? Oh, they're speaking volumes without saying a word. It's all there. Stripped security, shrinking perks, and the most savage cut of all? That royal website, once glowing with Sussex glamour, now practically invisible. Hidden, minimized, like they never mattered. And then came the whispers. Oh yes, Meghan's new empire, her billion-dollar dream. Sources spilling to the Telegraph, probably straight from Meghan's inner circle. She's betting on becoming a billionaire, banking on her new team of execs to turn that duchess status into gold. But behind the scenes, the monarchy is making moves. Big ones. This isn't just a rebranding, it's a succession shift. For generations, the line of succession was sacred, unshakable. But now it's bending, and Harry's name may not even make the whispers. And what about Harry's promise to live a life of purpose? Fast forward, and what do we see? Isolation. A prince cut off from the institution he left behind. He thought leaving meant freedom. But now, his entire brand clings to royal secrets. The more he spills, the more the palace slams the door. It's a nasty little cycle. And Harry, he's stuck. Meghan, on the other hand, she's full steam ahead, launching new ventures, dreaming of billions. But every product she touches with that Duchess of Sussex sparkle, it's another royal headache, because that title, it's royal property. And the palace, fuming in silence. Can King Charles strip the title? Technically, maybe. But will he? Absolutely not, because his real weapon, it's not drama, it's silence. No public fights, no statements, just a slow fade into oblivion. And it's working. Every day Meghan's brand looks less royal and more opportunistic. That Duchess glow dimming fast. She may not see it yet, but the crown, oh, they're playing the long game. That fascination with the Sussex name, it's fading. And the palace, they're making sure of it. This isn't just some royal soap opera. The world is watching, the Commonwealth is watching, and they're asking the same thing. Why hasn't Charles acted? Why hasn't he dropped the hammer? The answer? He already has. Quietly, strategically, names removed from documents, influence vanished, titles allowed to linger but drained of real meaning. And here's the sting, Harry and Meghan won't even realize the full extent of this silent exile until it's way too late, because the crown doesn't shout, it endures, it survives. And when Harry and Meghan chose the spotlight over the system, the monarchy made its own choice. Protect the institution at all costs. No second chances, no soft landings, just that quiet royal goodbye, dressed in velvet gloves. And let's not pretend this is all happening in some royal vacuum. Every move, every omission, every quiet update on that official website, it's being watched, not just by royal fans, but by governments, dignitaries, and global media outlets. Because when a 1,000-year-old institution starts erasing names from succession plans, it sends a signal, one louder than a press release. This is over. Now here's where it cuts even deeper. Harry's whole life, every royal engagement, every salute, every moment in uniform was supposed to mean something. It was a legacy, not just a title. But now, he's floating in limbo, not quite royal, not quite celebrity, just stuck. And the more he tries to cling to the past with memoirs and docuseries, the more the monarchy tightens the screws, not by fighting back, but by disappearing him from their future. And Meghan, she's not slowing down. She's planning, hiring, pitching, trademarking. From skincare to cookbooks, she's turning Duchess of Sussex into a full-on lifestyle label. But here's the royal kicker. Every time she slaps that title on a product, the palace dies a little inside. Because it's not just branding, it's borrowing. Borrowed prestige, borrowed power, from a throne she walked away from. And while she builds empires in Montecito boardrooms, the palace is building something else. A future without the Sussexes. No roles, no responsibilities, no relevance. It's not a grudge, it's a cleanse, a full royal detox. Even loyal monarchists, people who once adored Harry, have shifted. There's a growing sense of betrayal, that he didn't just leave, he detonated. The Oprah sit-down, the truth bombs of the tell-all memoir, they weren't just painful, they were damaging. And damage to the crown is damage to the country. So what does King Charles do? He doesn't retaliate, he doesn't rant, he erases, methodically, silently, ruthlessly. The Sussexes are being boxed out without a single headline shouting it. Their royal bios vanish, their faces disappear from state photos, their future inside the monarchy, non-existent. And the cruel irony, Harry might not even want back in. But it doesn't matter. The bridge is gone. The drawbridge pulled. The moat flooded. What's left now is a royal family more unified than ever. William and Catherine aren't just surviving, they're thriving, poised, powerful, picture perfect, and the message from the palace is crystal clear. This is the future. Not Montecito, not Hollywood hustle, but stability, tradition, and service. In the end, Harry and Meghan chose a different path, one paved in opportunity, attention, and freedom. But the cost? Everything they left behind. And while they try to monetize the past, the crown is moving on, silently rewriting the future without them. No fireworks, no formal goodbye, just the most royal punishment of all, total, elegant, calculated silence. Calculated silence.